Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but talking camera gear is so delightful. I just got back from watching Star Wars. It's a fantastic movie, but I figured since the weather is so crappy, I might as well take this time to stay inside where it's nice and warm and continue the video about my gear. So this is all my gear for 2017. This is part 2. I hope you did all your Christmas shopping. Now you should be focusing on stuff for yourself. Maybe there's something here that you might like that you could end up buying for yourself. That's okay. Buy stuff for yourself too, man. You know, it is the season to be giving to yourself. Anything that I talk about in this video or the previous video, you'll find it in the description. There's a link to all the stuff that I'm talking about, and you could always visit the Rudderless Store. So right now, this is the current gear that I'm using right now. Like most people, my iPhone is like always within an arm's reach of where I am, and that would be the next camera that I use. This is an iPhone 8 Plus. Now I did have to debate whether I wanted to get the iPhone 8 or the iPhone 10, but the iPhone 8 is pretty much has all the exact same things as the iPhone 10, except for that facial recognition thing. I think even the cameras are the same. So I thought I'd save a little bit of money and get this phone, which was about $300 or $400 cheaper. Now, we all know that you never really save money. I got this instead. I'm gonna talk about this more when I start talking about my accessories. I bought this using the money I saved from buying this and not buying the iPhone 10. The pros is it's always with you. I mean, it's everywhere you go. It's most likely always gonna be the first device that you pull out. It's small, it's easy to conceal, it's easy to hold, it's not heavy, it's not bulky, it's always there. Now, this camera here, it films in 4K. So I mean, that's on the level of my drone. So I mean, you already in your hand, you have a camera that films in 4K. I mean, that's fantastic. That being said, let's talk about the cons about the iPhone. The first one is because it's so small, it shakes very easily, and I mean, you just move it around and it just shakes. Now this lens has some stabilization properties. So that means the more that you shake it, the more it compensates your movement in order to keep the video steady. There's no way of saving shaking that's like out of control. The battery. Now, when you add your phone as the device that you're gonna also film with, you have to remember that you're using your phone for Facebook, you're using it for Instagram, you're using it for email, you're using it for the internet. So I mean, it's a lot of strain on your battery, so your battery is gonna run down a lot quicker. The other con is that although its size is great, its size also makes it easier to steal. Now, I've had an iPhone stolen from me in Paris, and I was very bitter with Paris for a while, but I've gotten over that. In fact, if I saw those people right now, I'd probably give them daps because they're able to go into my pocket and take out my phone without me even noticing. They've actually created a whole movement around that called apple picking, and apple picking is simply just stealing iPhones. The next camera is my Contour. So, this is the Contour. It would be like the equivalent of a GoPro camera. Like the drone, you're getting a different, unique kind of shot, which just adds depth to your videos. The pros are that's really easy to use. It's quite literally just pop this up, and then it turns on, and then you pop it off to turn it off. You just literally point it at what you want to shoot at, and it'll film it. And then, as I said, it comes with a bunch of attachments, which I didn't bring them here. 1 second. Sorry. So as I was saying, it comes with a bunch of attachments. So for example, I used this piece with this piece, and then this was attached to the wheel of my motorcycle, right? So then I was able to film. You could attach this to handlebars, you could attach this to an ATV, you could attach it to a dirt bike, so many things you could attach it to. When I was in Lagos, I used this piece, which is kind of like a little headband thing. And then now you have the cameras right here. It's literally just, you know, turn it on, film it. Now, I know it doesn't look good. It looks totally unflattering, but you know what? It serves a purpose because I'm hands-free. So that's kind of more important. When I was parasailing, I didn't want to think about holding things. So I just had this like this. I didn't need to have a GoPro stick or nothing. My hands are completely free to hang on for my life. It does shoot 1920 by 1080. It is waterproof. Now, some of the cons with this is that it doesn't have a GoPro stick, so that's kind of silly. You need to constantly be holding it. It has no viewfinder, so for those who don't know, this is a viewfinder. So what that means is that I can see what the camera sees here. Whatever you're wanting to film, just kind of keep that in front of this and then you should capture it. I mean, it is a wide angle lens, so you'll most likely capture everything, but there's no viewfinder. Okay, let's talk about the last camera that I have in my arsenal. It's the Canon XA10. This is a professional camera. It has all those features of a big news camera or a movie making camera, but they're all packed into the settings. The pros about this camera is that it's very agile, it's very small. Another pro is the memory on board. It has 64 gigabyte internal hard drive. Plus, it also has 2 slots that you can put 2 additional cards in. So that could be any size, 2 32s, 2 64s. So you could really max out the memory of this. The other pro is the battery. Now, this is a battery that I bought separately. With this battery and this amount of memory, I could sit there and let this camera just film for hours without stopping it. You could attach this microphone. Now, this microphone is separate. You could attach it. It has 2 professional XLR plugs and professional settings for the microphone. Another pro is that this camera is fantastic in low light situations. I filmed the running of the bulls with it. So with that comes the cons. Even though it's small, it's still big. And so it becomes bulky. It makes it difficult to travel with. Another con is also going to be its price. Now this camera, it's not cheap. It's over $2,000. I don't bring this camera with me traveling anymore. I sort of retired it only to Toronto. It's easy to just pack it up, jump in my Jeep, and then just go to wherever I need to go. That's pretty much all my camera gear in a nutshell. An upcoming video, I'm gonna talk about all my accessories. In the next video, we're gonna head over to Ontario Place. They have a light show there. If you like this video, subscribe. Don't forget to check out a list of all the gear. You'll find it in the description below, and you'll also find a link to the Rudderless Store, and you'll also find a link to sign up for my newsletter if you're interested in being a part of the course that I'm putting together. So that's it for me. Thank you for watching. Love you guys. Cheers.